Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Attack on Titan. Last time on Attack on Titan we had Thaw, where basically it's the end of the world and everyone's trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do now. We didn't get anything of Eren, nothing from Eren, nothing from Zeke. We don't even know where Zeke is at the moment. But yeah, so the walls crumbled and into their colossal titans, and they are going to trample the world. Meanwhile, Armin, Mikasa, and the gang were dealing with a bunch of the pure titans that were still left over in Shiganshina, and unfortunately that meant killing pretty much all of their comrades, including Commander Pixis and Commander Nile. So, yeah. Unfortunate. But yeah, and actually Gabi was the one who killed Nile, because she saved Kaya from him, basically. And we had a nice heart-to-heart between Gabi and Kaya about, how basically, they've both done horrible things. And so, they're both blaming each other. Oh, I'm the devil. And then Niccolo basically says there's a devil in all of us, which was pretty good. So, yeah, there's that. Reina got hit by a chunk of the wall when they crumbled, so he's kind of out of commission right now. But they realized that basically to start the rumbling, Eren had to undo Titan hardening everywhere, which means that he's also freed Annie, and that was the last shot, was Annie finally busted out of that cocoon of hers. So yeah, Lean Gina's back, and I don't know if we're going to get a rematch, but I really want a rematch. I want Annie to kick the shit out of Eren, but we'll have to see if that happens. Also, after the episode, I did think, I had the thought of, so if Eren undid all the Titan hardening around the world, basically just everywhere, what of those bridges and roads that were created with Titan hardening? Are those gone? Did Eren, bust up a bunch of infrastructure on Earth? Maybe. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing to think about. I don't know if they'll bring that up or not, but it would be an interesting topic. Because, yeah, I imagine, unless, the infrastructure, they've changed out roads in, 2,000 years since Ymir put it down, but I don't know. Just an interesting thought. Anywho, yeah. That's basically it. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Attack on Titan. Here we go. Oh, he's a stubborn bastard. He won't let fucking Zeke Yeager kill him. No. I bet he's just lying there thinking, I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna kick Eren's ass. Someone's gotta go kick that motherfucker's ass, I'm ready. I'm also... I just had a train of thought that just went to, I wonder what the Jaegerists are going to do with the Queen. Queen Historia, who by all right is queen over what will be left of humanity. Not the fuckface who's destroying the world, and not the fuckface who is jizzing in his pants that the other fuckface is destroying the world. I mean the Queen. She's the Queen. But from the way they talk, it really seems like the fuckfaces don't care. And that's, that's what I'm going to call them from now on. They're not the Jaegerists. They're the fuckfaces. Because fuck them and their faces. If we can kill Eren and stop the rumbling, what happens to parody after that? I can't fathom where we will go because either the entire world will be destroyed, at which point there will still be a bit of a civil war. I mean, I don't know. If we kill Eren, do they, is it going to be like the Phantom Menace? All the Colossal Titans just, they so broken. I don't know. What is there to do? I mean, it's like Armin said, there's too much to think about. There's too much to think about. There's Floch, the fuckest of fuckfaces. Like, at some point, I have to believe in my heart of hearts that Floch will die. Right? There's Connie, who has Falco, and Armin and Gabi are going there. You've got Reina, who's out of commission right now, but they need to save Falco and Gabi to try to get Reina and Pieck to call a truce, which Hanji seems to be working on already. We haven't seen Hanji since the beginning of part 2 here. She ducked out with Levi at the beginning of episode 17. And so we've got that to deal with. We've got Hanji possibly trying to make some form of an alliance, I think. Some sort of truce with Magath and Pieck. And then we've got Eren going to trample the world. Annie's out there now with Hitch. What's the next thing to do, even? All the fucking Jaegerists. I mean, right now, it needs to be what Commandant Shada said, where, for now, we need to roll. We need to just go along with what the Jaegerists say. And then you just play nice until we can get on firmer ground to rebel. I like that. I do like that. And that makes sense. You have to play nice with them because right now they have the advantage. They're more organized. They have weapons. They have the advantage right now. And yeah, even Armin even said Historia might be in danger. I mean, those fucking Colossal Titans, they better watch where they're fucking going. Except they haven't. That's the thing. People have been dying because these fuckers are walking around. I mean, immediately when they started walking around, we saw them starting to trample on houses in Shiganshina. The fuckers don't care. So, Historia, where last we saw her, she was at a nice house in the countryside. Only takes one of those motherfuckers' feet to kill her. The last person with royal blood. Well, I say that. Yes, we do have Zeke, but Zeke is kind of MIA right now. That is one thing you also have to consider in all of this chaos that is going on. One person we haven't seen in a while, in a couple episodes, Zeke. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? Presumably, he has to be with Eren. He has to be with Eren because Eren still needs the power of the Founder, and Eren cannot use that power without someone of royal blood. Ymir being on his side or not, he cannot do that without someone of royal blood. And right now, the only two people that have that. One, potentially in the line of the Colossal Titans. And two, is fucking Zeke. He has Zeke. But if anybody gets up there and murders him, just completely, and they save Historia, this all ends. This all ends. But we got Annie. Annie, I don't know what the fuck she's gonna go do. I mean, I guess she might just go regroup with the Marleyans that are here, Reina, Pieck, Magath. Go regroup with them. The fuck else can you do? Maybe she might go try and kick Aaron's ass. I don't know. It's like I'm at this point where it's like, okay, I need something to happen, you know? And maybe that's not right because the rumbling just started. But I have been so fucking pissed at Aaron and these goddamn Jaegers. You know what? That's the killer. It's not even Aaron, it's fucking Flock. His voice actor is doing a really great job, I must say. You would think he was a guy from fucking Prison Break with how douchey he is. I want him to die. There must be a way. There must be a way for him to die. And when he goes on about, 4 years ago we went through it, you don't fucking know. You had one battle. Jean had 10 in 4 months. It's like, you know what, motherfucker? You weren't at Trust. You weren't out there at the exterior scouting mission. You weren't at Trust. You weren't at Stohess. You weren't in the chaos that was season 2. All of it. You weren't there when we faced Rod Rice. You weren't there, man. Oh, God. You weren't there. You were at Shiganshina. And guess what? You didn't fucking get hit by a rock. You lived. Did you shit yourself? Probably. But don't come over to Jean. Fucking Jean. And say that you've been through hell. Fuck you. Marlo went through hell because he was sent to hell by a fucking rock through his goddamn face. I fucking hate Flock. I fucking hate Flock, and I gotta move on or I'm just gonna be repeating shit for the rest of the video. Ugh. Like, I'm trying to think, is there a character in fiction that I hate more than Flock? And you know, this is the last thing I'll say about Flock before I move on to the good shit of this episode. Maybe the thing that kills me, like, about Flock is that he shouldn't be able to do as much as he does, you know? It's that here's just this punk-ass bitch talking down to, like, Jean, you know? Like, fucking Jean should be able to split this guy up 8 ways to Sunday before he can breathe his next words. Oh, wow. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. If I don't move on, I'm gonna be sitting here with like a nervous twitch about Flock for the rest of the day. I have to move on with my life. Annie's back. Oh, Annie. Hasn't skipped a beat. She can't transform. But, I do like that there's no sort of like, oh, Hitch, is that really you? And stuff like that. Like, nope. None of that shit. None of that shit. She is immediately trying to fight, you know? I kind of like that. And I love she heard everything. I absolutely love that she heard everything Hitch and Armin said over the years. God, that's hilarious. It's terrible, but it's actually kind of funny. And I like that it's, you know, it's good. It means we don't have to, like, catch her up on everything that's happening, you know? So I like that. That was really good. And I love how they keep bringing that up. You know, it's like, you know, I didn't ask to hear about your whole life story. I didn't ask to hear about every failed relationship you've had for 4 years. You could at least give me a few minutes. Like, that was funny. I love Annie and Hitch, you know? Like, the two of them are really good. And I really like Hitch. You know, can we say that? Like, she was kind of annoying at first, but I don't know. I really like Hitch. And honestly, I have to say, with her hair straightened out now, she is cute as a button, you know? I don't know. Something about that straight hair. I don't know. Anyway, but we did get her Annie's life story. She was abandoned by her parents and found by a foreigner with Eldian blood, who originally wanted to use her as a ticket to a better life as an honorary Marleyan when she became a warrior. But even though, it's an interesting sort of relationship, this sort of, I don't want to say it's not a typical master-apprentice relationship, it's, I don't know, because it's very much, it's very much, I would probably say, an abusive relationship, where it's these two haven't really liked each other. He pushed her to the brink. She left him with a limp that he will never be able to, get rid of. They have beaten each other down. But they do care about each other, right there at the end, when, everything became real, he realized, oh my god, I'm about to send this girl out, I have taken care of it, even though he was really shitty and, beat her and beat the martial arts into her. He looked at this and said, oh my god, I'm about to send my little girl off to war, And at that moment she realized, dear God, my dad, this guy cares for me. He is my father. Shitty as he's been, he does care about me and I care about him. It's this strange, I feel, I want to say it's an abusive relationship, but they kind of they do care for each other. She said they care for each other, but it's just fucking weird, It's I don't know how to, say this, because, I've never seen a relationship like that sort of in fiction, I don't think, but it's it's these two people who, it's not really that they hated each other, but they just beat each other down. But it's like she said at the beginning, we both had similar stories and we ended up, in the same place. We ended up together, This sort of bizarre kindred spirit almost, So that's really interesting. It's a dynamic I don't think I've ever really seen in fiction. If there are examples, feel free to let me know. But I don't know. It was very, very interesting to hear, that sort of relationship that Annie has with her father, So, very interesting stuff. Then we did cut back to the dad. It makes sense that no one would believe the Eldians that they had this daydream. Now granted, I thought the rumbling was supposed to be felt around the world, hence being known as the rumbling. They didn't fucking feel that, though. Oh well. It's the rumbling in spirit. Oh well. We had that moment with Shadis saying, protect yourselves. That's all you can do right now. Play nice with the Jaegerists, and you will have your moment to rebel. But that's exactly what Armin was saying, where it's look, we still may have the same, struggle for the Nine for the rest of eternity, just, here among the, among parody, basically, because, despite the fact that it's we're creating the new Eldian Empire and we're destroying everything, so all that's left is parody. There's a fucking civil war brewing on parody between the Jaegerists and the people who are actually fucking sane. The people who haven't hitched their wagons to the biggest fucking idiot on God's green earth, That's the other part that kills me about the Jaegerists, is that they believe so much in Eren Yeager, but they have not seen the past 4 seasons of him being a fucking idiot, Of him being a plot point, So yeah, Armin, who's freaking the fuck out and saying, well, you should have saved Commander Erwin, which, he's basically doubted himself for all those years. I hope that, we get a moment You're gonna have to get him up high, you know. You're gonna have to get him away from people. But I want Armin to truly believe in himself and believe that he was the right choice. And then I want him to become, you know, Krispy Kreme. And I want him to try to fuck up as many of those colossal titans as he can. He has to be better, right? He has to be better. See, this is also another problem I have, is that the king just made 1 million colossal titans. And someone actually pointed out, because I mentioned this last episode, I thought that they were only 50 meters high, because the walls were only 50 meters high. Someone actually pointed out to me, though, that no, they're embedded 10 meters into the ground, which makes sense. You know, foundation, support, you know, make sure all this shit works. So they are 60 meters tall. All these colossal titans are exactly the same as Armin's colossal titan, which kind of takes a little bit of the coolness out of the colossal titan, you know? But the one difference that now remains is that Armin is a shifter, specifically. He's intelligent. He's different from these. These are all just normal. They're not even abnormal titans. They're just really big-ass fucking dudes, you know? So I have to believe on some level that in a fight, I'm not saying he could take all 1 million at once, but in a fight of, like, let's say 5 at the very least. Let's say he tries to fight 5 of those colossal titans. I want to say he's able to beat them, you know? And then, even if his colossal titan takes damage, well, I don't know. I was going to say maybe he, you know, gets out, pops out, and then, you know, goes again, but the Colossal isn't really good about doing that, so I don't know. I'm curious. We've only ever seen him transform twice, neither of which was to do much, you know? The first time was just to fuck up a boat. The second time was to fuck up a bunch of boats, but that's it. He's really just Boatman. I want to see Armin do something. But yeah, but he's gonna, he's doing something. He's gonna go find Connie, try to save Falco, and he's taking Gabi with him, which is good. You know what would be hilarious? If somehow he gets trampled by one of the colossal titans. Oh god, that'd be so good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Oh, that'd be so nice. And then Hanji. I love Hanji just going up to not only the cart titan, but the Marleyan general. And just be like, hi, can we have some help? Can you help us? Like, I love that. And I love, too, because Pieck actually listened to her, too. You know, Pieck immediately attacks. And she's like, no, you don't need to eat us. And Pieck did stop. I like that. So, yeah. And, yeah, they don't have any weapons, so they aren't a threat. And, yeah, you know, Hanji's unarmed, and Levi is injured. He is really fucking injured, but, he's too stubborn to die. Captain Levi will not go down like that, you know? Levi will live. He will fucking live. Oh boy. So yeah. That's that. You know, what do we do next time? God only knows. But we'll find out. I want people to die, you know? I shouldn't have just said that. Someone's gonna put that in like a out of context video, so yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Attack on Titan reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.